Hey everyone, what is going on? Look at this. Here at Florida Farmstead Live, things are bustling. I don't know the proper word, but it's spring and things are busting out. Blooming, green. The more I do these, the more I realize why my favorite color is this green. Ugh, it's gorgeous. This is a red oak. I've never had one. I don't know if I've never known anybody that planted one. But they're beautiful leaves. They would make really wonderful mulch. And I don't know why, but every time I think of mulch, I think of what nature has in store for us. We don't have to buy bags and bags of mulch. It's in your yard. They say leaves are the best. So I've been scrounging up leaves and pine needles, and of course I started pretty ones out in front. I did get some bags from Lowe's, the pine bark that's been chopped up a couple times. I'm gonna start off with that so it looks pretty. Put some more stuff in there. Just make my mulch gold. Okay, y'all know I've been looking forward to this night. My last for 2 weeks. I'm on vacation. Oh, gosh. Can you imagine? They say, where are you going? Oh, I'm taking a little trip with my daughter to Asheville at Mother's Day weekend, and she's a planner. She has awesome things in store for us. I love it. Yeah, I do love it. I've been to Asheville many times, but it's been many years since I've been and toured the gardens. I love tulips. I don't know if they'll still be there, but I did look online, and today it's chilly. Chilly in the 60s, 70s area, I think. Which I have to keep looking because it's going to be one of those times where I'm going to have layers. Because I'm not too good at anything down below 60. And you know it's high. We're flatlanders. That's what they call us up in Maine, where my sister lives, my mother lives. And we're just flatlanders. Yeah, I didn't know that until I was in my 30s. But that's true. We don't have many hills in Florida, just a few, and that's why my parents moved here, because it looked like New England here in Central Florida, one of the higher areas in Florida. And that's why I always like to go to the mountains, because it's a whole different scenery. Of course, they have snow every now and then, and I'm not big on snow. It's nice to visit, but no. I don't want to drive in it. It's hard enough to drive in Florida when it rains. So now I found a spot where I don't want to go anywhere but work and home. Every now and then I go out, but I usually like to stay here and do some chores, play with my animals, build a garden, build a life here. And speaking of life, that's my channel. I want to show you that even towards that last part of your life, yes, I know nobody likes to talk about it, but I don't think it's negative. It's one of those things that's a real thing. I'm not planning on it because we never know when we're called up to heaven. Of course, a lot of people believe I'll never go to heaven, but I do. I'm going to heaven. And I'll be there with my other angels and loved ones. So it may be sad for the people left behind, but I'm looking forward to that part of my life too. Not to jinx myself or anything, but it keeps me going to enjoy and the life I have here. Because every day is really a gift. I don't know, I was not doing so well last night with my gift thought process. But we all make it through those turbulent times. Sometimes you can ignore it, but I think a lot of people really shouldn't ignore it. And if it wasn't for some of the women in my lifespan over the years that stuck their neck out and fought for the rights, the ability to do and say what, I mean, you wouldn't want to hurt anybody, but if you feel wronged, you should speak out. Nothing wrong with that. No blaming, though, just speaking out of what you want in life. I'm not hurting anybody. I just don't want anybody, I don't know how you explain it, but I guess the word I feel is pay attention to yourself, and if you think you're being abused, stop it. I don't care how it is or what it is. You can feel it. I ignored it a lot of times just to move on, like they say. Suck it up. Whatever those little slang words you want to say. But once you put your boundaries down, it's like a miracle. They don't mess with you. They try. There's some that are very diligent. They try. Just let me do what I need to do and let me go home so I could be with my little piece of life. Because you live this life, and there are people, for whatever reason, will try to stop you from having your best life. Don't let them. Don't let them. Seek out those people that are your cheerleaders, your posse. I had that. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be alive. And sometimes they're not even your family. They're your friends, your acquaintances, your co-workers, whoever it is. Stay close to them. Because I wouldn't be where I was without my friends. You know who you are. Thank you for being there. Thank you. And I'm thankful for you. It's a, I don't know. Sometimes I look up in the clouds and you see things. That looks like my bunny. My buddy, he passed March the 7th, and he's in bunny heaven. I know he's watching over me and our little piece of property here, because he loved it. He had a fabulous, we had him over 10 years, so bunnies don't last that long, and he went quick, so he didn't suffer. Bam, he was up, and bam, that afternoon, he was gone. I knew it when I saw him. I just, thank God I didn't have to make some terrible decision. The Lord just took him. And we thankful and grateful for every day we have with him. He's awesome. Thank you, Kendall, for talking me into bringing him home. Because we found him, of all places, at the flea market. I loved him first glance. I loved him. And she talked me into it, or I probably would have left without him. But I got him, and he was with us for a very long time. I've been watering my plants. It's very dry out here today. I just woke up about 2 hours ago, 2 o'clock. It takes me a little bit to get my first cup of coffee, watch my YouTube channels, get me motivated, come out here and just suck in life. Because there's life aplenty in here, out here, around here. You can hear it. If you're quiet, you can hear it. I was quiet around my persimmon, my Florida persimmon tree. Oh my gosh. I said, what is that noise? Guess what it is? It's bees. Bees. Yes. They're buzzing around, pollinating, doing their job. Oh my gosh. I wonder what kind of persimmons will pop out this year. It's funny, if you take care of something, it will give you a plenty. It's hard sometimes here. Some plants, they don't need all that water, but some plants do. I just feel like, you probably won't hear it, but I can hear them. I don't know how to explain it. I guess it sounds kind of like you're around a beehive and you hear all those bees. I mean, you can't really see them because they're up in the sky. But I do see some. And you see I don't know if it's flowers. The glare is kind of hard for me, but I see a lot of blossoms. I'm glad I didn't cut it down. I will next year. When it loses all its leaves, that's the first thing I'm doing, so it will get even prettier. Wow. It's amazing to listen to them buzz. It's funny how I used to think bees were scary, but they're pollinators. They go around making your fruits and vegetables, your flowers better for the world. Not just for me, but the world. If it wasn't for bees, we'd be in a lot of trouble. Oh gosh, I'm getting so excited. Countdown. Every day. I don't have a lot of plans, but on my birthday, which is Thursday, I just went through some things, some of my favorite things I want to do. First of all, y'all know I want to get my first haircut since losing my hair. Well, even before that, I had grown my hair because, what was it? I think my hairdresser left it, which I had her. I know y'all know this, but when you have a hairdresser for several years and then all of a sudden you don't, it's very hard to wrap your mind around who's going to take care of my hair like I like it. And then I moved. That was 2019. And all that process. And then March 2020 came. And pandemic. And then breast cancer. So I really haven't had a haircut since the middle of 2019, I think. Yeah, so it's been 3 years. And my hair is right there at that stage where I like short hair, but not, I've tried all kinds of different lengths and I like the shoulder length. So I'm going for the shoulder length, and some of it is almost there, but some of it isn't. So we'll see what the hairdresser that I pick. It's going to be random. I'm just going to go into a shop and see what they say. I'm not dyeing it again, at least for now, because it's like baby hair. It's new. It's brand new. And I got a really look things up and see what the best course of action for this hair is. Because I always used to think, you've been dyeing your hair since you were 30. That's a long time. Maybe it's not so good for your head. Maybe you should take a break. But there's such negative connotation for gray hair. But I see it changing. So I'm not going to, it's not that I don't care. I care about how I feel when I look in the mirror. So it depends on what I think when I look in the mirror. I think it's time to take care of my hair in this color, my natural color. So we'll see what happens. That's on my birthday. I want to go shopping. I haven't done that. Just shop for things like seed trays and all kinds of stuff that I've been wanting for a while. And of course, I love carrot cake, so I'm going to have carrot cake. Steve got me some coffee ice cream. I haven't had it in I don't know how long. He got rib roast, which he's going to cook. So he's a very good cook. So I'd rather have, and he loves to cook. So he's going to cook for me. I'm going to, what else? That should do it for today probably. Because you know shopping can spend a lot of time. Yeah. And, of course, outside. Maybe mow my yard. Hopefully it rains. We are getting into a pretty good drought here. Even though everything's greening up, there's some brown spots, you can tell. But I'm sure it'll start raining again. That's fine. But I hope it rains. That'd be nice. And my maple tree, I showed you, it has one leaf down at the bottom, but I want to see it bush out. So listen, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me. Please like this video, share it. It really helps me. I want to get out of my it's not a 9-to-5 job, but you know, my regular job. I'm working to get things to the point where I can make money without going into work and working for people. I want to work for myself, for my family. Enjoy. Oh my gosh, you can really see the bees hovering. They're amazing. I need to get a microphone so you can hear it. It's amazing. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. I got to finish watering these plants so they don't die before I plant them. You take care. Have an amazing evening. It is Tuesday, April 26th. Yep, April 26th. Oh, I got a breeze. Oh, wow. This is another thing. This tree gives beautiful shade. So, 2 days, and it's my birthday. Follow along, see what I do on my 2-week vacation. Give you some ideas, some inspiration. You can have a fabulous time, even in your, dare I say, 60s? 60s. Yeah, back in the day. I don't know. Nobody talked about it. People assumed. But nowadays, you can do pretty much everything you want if you just take care of yourself. Drink water. If you feel dry, drink water. Of course, there's some people that can't because of certain conditions, but the best thing to do is drink water, stay healthy, and move. Y'all have a great day. Bye.